What's up? What's up? What's up, man? This your boy Dario Branch here of Saints Get on Strike 7 Sports. Real quick, man, I just want to talk about to share my reaction on what went down today concerning the New Orleans Saints. If you have not heard by now, Sean Payton is headed to the Denver Broncos. It's official. After weeks of back and forth negotiations and this coming out and he's saying this, Colin Cowherd, he's saying that, Colin Cowherd saying this on this podcast. It's official. He's going to the Denver Broncos. Now, but was also reported that the Broncos really was keyed in on D'Amico Ryans, the defensive coordinator of the Houston Texans. Not the Houston Texans, but the San Francisco 49ers. But it didn't go through. And D'Amico Ryans is going to the Houston Texans to become their head coach. He was the OC of the Denver Broncos of the San Francisco 49ers. He's heading back home to Houston. He was a player there for a long time. They really know a lot about him. So congratulations to him. But Sean Payton goes to the Denver Broncos to become their head coach. Now, the compensation for what the Saints are getting for trading Sean Payton, they're getting this year's first round pick from Denver, which is a 29th overall pick, and I believe they're not getting them for another first round pick next year. They're getting a second round pick instead, and the Saints are also giving up their third round pick, next year's third round pick to them. So I don't really like that part of the trade. I don't like that we cannot get multiple first round picks for Sean Payton. I don't. And I don't like the fact that we gave the Broncos one of our picks, to complete the deal. But I know what this is though. This is negotiations. This is Sean Payton being, the clever and you know savvy person that he is when it comes to deals like this. So he gets you give away. You don't get next year's. He keeps next year's first round pick just in case Russell Wilson sucks next year and he has to get another quarterback like a Caleb Williams or Drake May. He gets to keep that first round pick, so that was smart by him. But I wish the Saints would have got a first round pick, another first round pick for next year, but they're getting another second round pick. And I've just been seeing a lot of reactions online. A lot of people upset about this move, believing that the Saints got fleeced. Things like that. They got played. Mickey Loomis don't know what he's doing. Fire him. My response to that is, I'm gonna wait till the season play out, see how this upcoming season play out, to judge this draft, to judge this transaction. Because I just think it's kind of early to be jumping the gun on this decision. It just is. And I never been like that. I always, it's fair. I always give the Saints a fair and unbiased prediction, record prediction of how they're gonna play, how they're gonna turn out for the season. Sometimes I've been right, sometimes I've been wrong. You know, um, there are gonna be some changes made to that team. The first round pick this year helps. I know there's people saying out there that it's basically a high second round pick. No, it's not a high second round pick. A first round pick is a first round pick. A second round pick is a second round pick. If you got taken in the first round, you're taking in the first round. Second round is second round. If you didn't have a first round pick, that'd be one less pick you would have this year. You know. So no, in that aspect, I'm glad they got a first round pick because I'm looking at some drafts, some mock drafts, and all that other stuff, and just doing my own mocks as well. And they got a lot of players that the Saints could use at that 29, could possibly take it at 29 pick and be an impact player. It just is, believe it or not. And probably in the next few days, I'm gonna do an updated mock draft, possibly 3 or 4 round draft, updated with that features the first round pick that the Saints have. You know, now one thing the Saints cannot do is take that first round pick and give it to the Las Vegas Raiders so that way you can get Derek Carr. No, please do not do that. You need to get your guy. You say you need to take that guy, man. They need to get they need to improve this roster with that pick. Whoever it's gonna be, whatever position it can go. There's a lot of holes they can address with holes that they can address with that 29th pick, believe it or not. Wide receiver, they got players that wide receivers they could take. Offensive linemen, you know, defensive tackles. All three of those areas I just mentioned needs work. You know what I'm saying? So, as for me, I won't say the Saints got fleeced yet because I want to see how the season come out, plays out before I can judge that move. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what moves you made on your roster to get better going forward. You know what I'm saying? Before I come out and say, oh, you got fleeced and you don't know what you're doing. I want to see everything play out first. You know what I'm saying? It just it's too early for that. You know what I'm saying? We just got in the offseason. The offseason just started, you know? And things don't really start kicking off till after the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And then I think this week they're going to the Senior Bowl. So we'll see what people have to say on that issue. But I'm glad the Saints got a first round pick. I was expecting a little more from the team. I was expecting another first round pick, but Denver, they weren't budging. You know what I'm saying? They weren't giving up a first round pick, and it's kind of smart on their hand, on their side because, let's just say Russell Wilson is really cooked. They can take that pick could turn into a high pick, a high first round pick, and they could get a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? That's how that's the impact of that trade on their side. And then you got a guy like a Sean Payton that can turn Russell Wilson around. I think he's gonna do that. And I think Denver's gonna be really good, in my opinion, next year. Super Bowl contender, I don't know yet. But going through the playoffs again, going back to the playoffs, finally getting back into the playoffs, I see that happening. I possibly see that happening with Denver. They got established pieces there already that could fit well into what Sean Payton wants to do as a football coach of that team. So there's that. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what the Saints are going to do with these with that first round pick. What they're doing for agency, who they're going to restructure. Well, I know they already know they're going to restructure, but what they're going to do once they restructure these deals, these contracts, who they're going to wait for Derek Carr to be released, or they're going to make a move for him. I hope not. I hope they don't trade for Derek Carr. Let the Raiders release Derek Carr and you negotiate your own deal with him. That way you keep that first round pick and add on to this team. If you wanted a quarterback like a Hendon Hooker and that 29th pick, he will be available. You probably have first dibs on it for Hendon Hooker. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see everything plays out, man. I'm not gonna say the Saints got fleeced just yet. I'm gonna see, like I said, I'm gonna wait and see how things play out with the draft. See how the season plays out. If they get back to the playoffs, then I'll say, hey, there was a bad move. They should have made Sean Payton wait it out. Then I'll make my decision, my assessment. But for right now, I'm glad that they got the first round pick. I really am. There's one more pick that they have to use on where they could use on areas where they can improve this roster going forward next season. So we'll see everything plays out. John Paul Edward DL says Sean Payton wanted that $20 million a year. Yeah, of course he did. Walmart family got money. They got a lot of money. And who doesn't want a lot of money? You know what I'm saying? So Payton just using his leverage. It's kind of smart by him to keep that first round pick. That first round pick could be important. But Denver knew what they was doing. That just in case, like I previously said, just in case Russell Wilson suck again, you may have to bomb the season, and you have a high pick. And with that high pick, you might get up to number one and get Caleb Williams or Drake May, or whoever else ascends to be a top five quarterback in next year's draft. You know, you can do all kind of stuff. So that's smart on their hand. You know, but I'm not gonna say they got fleeced yet, man. I'm gonna hold off on my judgment until the upcoming season and see how they play, see if they make the playoffs before I make a judgment on the team. So we'll see how everything plays out. All right, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how y'all feel. Do you think the Saints got fleeced on this deal? Also, check out strike7sports.com/Saints for the latest news and updates on New Orleans Saints. I'll have a new mock draft that features the Saints taking the features the Saints choosing that 29 of got a few players that they may take, so we'll see how everything play out. And it'll be a 3 or 4 round mock draft on the Strike 7 Sports New Orleans Saints webpage. Have a blessed night. I'll be back later on in the week to talk more about this. I'm out. Who that?